chat, 안녕하세요 여러분. I'm a Valentine. What is up everybody? I'm a Valentine here. Welcome back to the channel. We're on the way home after work. Y'all, work is so confusing. So confusing. I was talking to one of my coworkers today about how like I can feel super confused whenever like I spend all this time reading and like studying psychology and just like philosophy and like understanding humans and like how to be as a human, and then I come to work and I do my fucking best and I consider as much as I can, and then I still end up in these positions where I'm being misunderstood, and how like it's so exasperating. And so then I deep dive more and I'm like, okay, well, how can I be better? How can I blah blah blah? How can I? And now I'm coming off worse because I'm trying to like change for the better, and I'm just not coming across, I'm not being well received. And it's just like, I don't understand what the fuck is required from me. Or is it that it's just like what is required from me is not necessarily well accepted? I don't know. It's like I can't win. I can't win with my team, and it feels like I can't win with where I work. And it's just like the standards feel a little impossible, but I think that it has to do with like me being confused, you know, or I don't know. I just feel overwhelmed and just kind of frustrated, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm trying. And then also I'm about to go back to school, which I'm really grateful. Like I keep trying to remind myself that like I literally am living in the land of opportunity, and I have opportunities in front of me and I'm making the most of that, and that's a good thing. And so it's like there's good stress and bad stress, but I don't want my hair to start falling out again. It's finally going back. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want my hair to, you know, like I've just left my job to try to manage some stress, and I now am gonna be interning in school, and so like that's a whole other thing with my original, like with my real job, I guess. With my job, I like am taking this other course in class to get better at my role and just grow more, and just dealing with different people. Like it's like I just can't. I just feel like I have been trying so hard for so long and like coming with the best of intentions, and yet I don't know. But low key, I have to say, I almost, as I say this out loud, I'm wondering, is it because my water is seeking its level? It's like I'm searching for greatness, like I'm searching for excellence. I'm searching to be really good at communicating and like team building and like, you know, whatever. But if everyone doesn't have the same mind of that, and I'm trying to inspire that, but like people are not willing to move on that, is it really just me at that point? Like, and I am the odd one out because that's what I care about and that's what I like move towards intentionally. Like, is it really that I'm doing something wrong, or is it just that like it's not the right space for it? And if it's not the right space for it, then like how do I go about still learning and making the most of where I'm at, but not get myself caught up and like exasperated and burnt out in the process? And so maybe I love saying things out loud. Like I love talking to you guys. Things happen. But yeah, like I think I have to protect my inner world maybe a little bit, just because as I'm learning I have to like revalidate myself of like, hey, you have amazing intentions, yes, you are capable of XYZ, etc., and keep moving with that, because sometimes the world can make you feel fucking stupid when you're a genius. It's happened to so many people, and that's how so many people have not become their highest selves. I want to be my highest self. I want to be my very best self, no matter what it takes. And so it's like I'm willing to put in the effort, I'm willing to put in the time, but I'm not willing to lose my mind for it. You know what I mean? See y'all later. I saw this on Squid Game too. I watched Squid Game in one night, in one day. Well, I started watching it last night at like, basically I watched it within 24 hours. Okay, how about that? Went to work. Interesting day. At the start of my day, I think I told y'all, just the stress, the things that go on, me thinking and just being like, what the fuck? You know, one of my coworkers was telling me that, you know, I care a lot and I'm stressing myself out and I need to just basically care a little less. Please ignore that. Care a little less I think she's right. And how do I explain? I think sometimes I get caught up in the rat race, high key, and I forget that like I'm gifted. I forget that I have a path. I forget that I have other things that I'm still moving towards, and that this is what, this is like a road that I'm using to get there. I don't have to become the road. And like people talk about how there's this box that you're supposed to try to like squish yourself into, but you can't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not supposed to, but the world will try to squish you into a box, but you can't fit in the fucking box because you're a fucking human and you're ambiguous shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm over here stressing myself the fuck out because I'm like, oh my God, I have to be like this. Meanwhile, I have my own philosophy on how I should be, and it feels right within my spirit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm a good fucking person, bro. People misunderstand me. People can be dickheads. People can be 100% innocent and have 100% good intentions and still misunderstand me. They can be wonderful people and still misunderstand me. They have their own shit going on. The same way I have my own shit going on. And it's like, bro, I just can't be fucking perfect, bro. And so I'm going to stop trying. Like, as I say this out loud, I'm like, bro, I'm going to free myself from that, like, oh my God, I sound like all these other bitches. Oh, I hate it when I sound like other bitches. But it's true. I'm freeing myself in this moment from that perfection box. I have a lot of shit that I'm about to be working on. And if I try to make myself be perfect at it all, especially overnight, like, y'all should have seen me last week, bro. I don't think I really vlogged a lot last week. I was in here. I woke up at fucking 10:37 p.m. I had to be at work at 4:30 one day. I was up reading and writing about my fucking job. Like, what the fuck? But also, I know that my destiny's different. So it's like it requires a different level of work ethic, a different level of dedication, a lot of purpose, you know what I mean? Purposefulness, a lot of intentional action, intentional movement, intentional learning. And I'm positioning myself for something. And I know that. And it's like, it's hard for me to even express or put into words because I feel like there's something else in front of me that I can't see, but I know it's there. Like, there's some sort of like reward or like large chunk to my destiny that's a good thing. And I know I'm positioning myself for it. Like, I can tell, I can feel it, I can see by the way that things are going that I am being positioned. But I can't put it into words for you very easily. But I can't kill myself about it either. And, you know, something I was thinking last night, I was thinking about something that I would want to create. And I was thinking about how, like, I would want to pay someone to write this movie for me. I have, like, this vague-ass concept in my head of, like, what I want it to look like. I would produce it, but I want to pay someone to write it for me. And I would try out these people. And I was thinking what I would want from them. I know that it's like I could envision these conversations with me reading something and being like, no, it's no good. And then me reading another thing and being like, it hits all the points, but it's missing something. It's not good. And then me talking to that one special person who is such a genius, you know what I mean? But like, they're so low key about it because the world doesn't really tolerate geniuses very well unless you're like already fucking rich and very successful and all that shit. And even then they be shitting on you. But like I said, you know, that person that's kind of low key, I read their stuff and I'm like, it's just not what I thought you could do. I just think you can do better. Meanwhile, they've hit every point. They've tried to do it my way. They've tried to do it the way that I explained it and all of this. And then they go rogue and they say, fuck it. And they write it how they want. And then I read it again and I'm like, Ati, this is magic. This is it. And they're surprised and they're like, what the fuck? They're like, I literally just kind of, not even giving up is not the right word. They just said, fuck it, and did it their way. And that's the one that has magic in it. That's the one. And I just see it. I saw it in my mind's eye. And I know, like, I love these fucking big ass, poetic ass concepts. This is me. When I'm at work, there's sometimes where I speak like this and I'm just like, this is not the place where this gets the shine. This is not fucking forever. This is not forever. And trust me, believe me, please don't misunderstand me. I am so grateful for this job. I will forever be grateful for this job. Like, I don't think I pray that there will never come a point in time where I'm ever looking back and ungrateful for this position that I'm in today, and I plan to soak it up and enjoy it as much as I can while I'm here. And also, this is not forever. This place doesn't allow for the full, like, artistic side of me. And I'm an artist. I'm an artist at heart with a passion for business. I love business and I have so much to learn. And I have so many things I want to do in the world. So many things that I want to affect. And I say affect rather than just change, because there's an influence factor. Rather than me just taking the weight of the world on my shoulder, that influence factor, the things that I can sow into with my gifts, speech patterns, my ability to be poetic, my ability to evoke emotion, my ability to be vulnerable and express emotion, my choice of honesty in moments. This is not for no reason, bro. One of my coworkers today asked me, she was like, were you a theater kid? And I was like, oh my God. There was this one time when I was like a kid, and I remember we did a play, and I remembered everyone's lines, not just mine. And she said, that sounds stressful. And I was like, no, it actually felt right. And I was just reminded in that moment as I said that like, that's me. That's my shit. Acting, singing, stages, entertaining. I am an artist, bro. I'm an artist, but I'm learning something, and I'm going to get something from this. And I hope that my life story, my vlogs, the things that I do, I pray that after I die, and before I die, and while I'm alive, but even after I die, I pray that my willingness to move forward, my willingness to sow seeds, and pick up traces of anything that I could use from every avenue and every opportunity, I pray that that spirit and that energy carries forth through these videos forever. I love y'all. Probably good night. Bye. I can't lie, you're the love of my life.